So hello everyone. Today with me I have my mother, Dr. Shormishta Nag Chaudhary. She has over 30 years of clinical experience in medicine, and currently she is working for the government of West Bengal in a government hospital which has been turned into a COVID hospital. So she's here with us to answer few of the common questions about COVID which many people confuse and many people don't find the answers to, and often they take wrong measures if they are not solved. So she's here with us today to answer some of those questions.
Hello, I'm Dr. Shormishta Nag Chaudhary. I have been working as a medical officer in the West Bengal Health Services for the last 20 years, and it has been a nice experience working as a medical officer in this hospital. And for the last 1.5 years, I have been dealing with COVID patients as our hospital has been turned into a COVID hospital. Today, I'm here to answer some questions which my son will ask me.
So we are hearing a lot in the news about this term which is known as happy hypoxia. Could you please elaborate about this term? And this is quite evident in the second wave.
Happy hypoxia is a unique symptom of COVID-19. What does hypoxia means? Hypoxia means when the percentage of oxygen in our blood drops below the normal level, it is called hypoxia. The normal level of oxygen in our blood is usually about 95%. When it drops below 95%, we can say that a person is having hypoxia. But usually when a person is having hypoxia, he has many symptoms. There is breathlessness, there is difficulty in respiration, shortness of breath. But in COVID, this is a unique symptom where the saturation of oxygen may fall as less as 40%, but the patient does not experience any breathlessness or any other problem. The person is happy, he is talking in his mobile phone, he is doing his daily job, but his saturation, when you measure it, it falls to around 40%. So we call this as happy hypoxia, as the person does not realize that he is hypoxic.
Recently, like a month or 1.5 months back, we have been hearing the news of black fungus. Could you elaborate on that?
Black fungus is usually a mucormycosis, or it is called the black fungus because there is a blackish discoloration over the nose, blurring of the eyes and double vision, chest pain, breathing difficulties, and sometimes there is coughing blood. It is usually caused due to a fungus which is called mucormycosis. This mucormycosis is caused by exposure to mucor mold, which is commonly found in soil, and it is also found in the nose and the mucus of humans.
Is it lethal?
Yes, it is a lethal if it is not controlled properly, and there is a lot of surgery involved in improving these patients, and it is lethal in many cases. It is a very lethal infection.
Okay. So next we have the question that if we get COVID, how many months after should we get the vaccine? Like after getting COVID?
If you are infected with COVID, then after the infection is gone and you have improved, after 3 months after the improvement of the infection, or when you are COVID negative, after 3 months you will get the vaccine. And if you get the first dose of vaccine and then get the COVID infection, then also after 3 months you should take the second dose.
Okay. So there was this peak in the wave few days back only, and so what the treatments that as we know COVID does not have any cure. So what are the treatments given to patients who are coming with COVID?
There are 3 main pillars to treat COVID properly. The 3 main pillars of COVID treatment are oxygen, and then there is the low molecular weight heparin, and then we give steroids. These are the 3 main pillars of COVID treatment: oxygen, low molecular weight heparin, and steroids. And there are many other things which are usually given, like vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D3, paracetamol, pan-40, antitussives, but these are all symptomatic treatment. The main treatment which we have to give are steroids, low molecular weight heparin, and oxygen therapy.
So what do you suggest, what should be some home remedies for if someone gets COVID before they can go to hospital or ambulance?
Firstly, in the home, the patient should be isolated. He should be isolated from other members in a different room with a separate bathroom. He should be isolated properly. He should wear masks all the time. The other people in the house should also wear a 3-layered surgical mask in the house. And secondly, he should be given symptomatic treatment. For fever, he can be given paracetamol. For cough, he can be given antitussives, and vitamin C and zinc and vitamin D3 can be given to him. He should be given healthy food, lots of water, fruit juices, and etc. And then he should be kept clean properly. He should clean his room regularly. The bathroom should be cleaned regularly. And then personal protection, sanitization and masks. These are the three important home treatments that can be taken. And another thing, the patient should measure his oxygen saturation daily, twice or thrice daily. So that if the oxygen saturation falls below 95%, then he should immediately consult a doctor.
Okay, so these are the home remedies. Please note it down, guys. It will be really helpful to you all. So, are the vaccines safe? We are seeing like in lot of the parts in India, we are seeing vaccine hesitancy. People are not wanting to take the vaccine. So, are the vaccines safe to take?
Well, it's a very early stage now to say whether the vaccines are safe. There may be some reactions to vaccines, but mostly they are safe. The first mass vaccination program started in early December 2020. Hundreds of millions of vaccine doses has been administered till now. We did not get many side effects. Some side effects after getting vaccinated is normal, because that means the vaccine is working and your immune system is responding, and it should. Vaccines are safe, and getting vaccinated will help protect you from a dangerous COVID-19. So get vaccinated.
Guys, get vaccinated soon. Like the vaccines are safe, and like, are you seeing like the what effects of, can the effects of vaccine be seen? Are people getting like less people getting COVID or something?
As I said, it is too early to say what are the effects of vaccine, but we can say the frontline workers and the other doctors, they have all finished their second dose of vaccine in the month of March, and still people are getting infected with COVID-19 after getting the 2 doses of vaccine. But most of the cases, we are having mild cases after getting vaccinated. So we can say that vaccination is useful, but as I said, it's very early to say. We have not yet seen the effects of vaccination in the people, because most of the people have received only the first dose maybe, and many have not yet received the first dose. So it is very early.
And like we are seeing that the COVID curve, the second COVID curve is gradually going down. Cases are decreasing per day. So since you work in a like COVID hospital, are you seeing signs of the COVID cases going down?
Well, in India, COVID-19 graph is continuing to showing a declining trend. With last day, we had 1,26,000 cases, new COVID cases recorded in the last 24 hours. But earlier than this month, the country's daily cases hit a grim world record of 4.14 lakhs infections.
Yes.
So we think the COVID cases are declining. In our hospitals also, we are getting less patients, beds are lying empty. So we can say that the COVID-19 in India is showing a decline now.
That's very good to hear, very positive news. So like all over everywhere we are hearing that there might be a third wave. Even IIT Delhi has predicted that there will be a third wave. So like what are your views on that topic, on the third wave?
Many experts are saying that there is a chance of third wave in the winter, somewhere times in the end of November or early December. We should ensure that all the vulnerable people are vaccinated before the festive season of Diwali. We should concentrate on vaccination and vaccination. Then only maybe we can avoid the third wave. If we step up the vaccination program and more people are vaccinated, then only we can get rid of the third wave. But I think we will have a third wave if we do not get vaccinated properly. Third wave mostly will hit children, as we don't have COVID-19 vaccine for children in India. So there is a chance of third wave coming to unvaccinated people.
Okay. So now, since all of the questions are pretty clear, now let's go to the last question. Like, what are the measures to make sure that one does not catch COVID? We all know of the basic things like wearing mask. Would you suggest something extra?
No, you can't say you can't catch COVID, because COVID is mainly an airborne infection. It can infect you anytime, but my only answer is that don't panic. If you have a COVID-19 infection, don't panic. You isolate yourself as quickly as possible. You wear mask, you use proper sanitation measures, and you take care of yourself. Personal health and hygiene is most important. If you keep everything properly, if you do all these things properly, maybe COVID-19 will go as a mild case and you won't be needing oxygen or any other treatment.
So, thank you for being with me here today, and
you take care
and get vaccinated.
And get vaccinated.
Thank you.